Hi class, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well and you guys are doing great, especially in the terms of studies. क्योंकि शायद हो सकता है आप सबके एग्ज़ाम भी हों जुलाई में, क्योंकि अभी हमें न्यू गाइडलाइंस का पता नहीं है। तो हम कंटिन्यू करते हैं अपने लेक्चर से। हम कंटिन्यू करते हैं अपने उसी पुराने टॉपिक से, बार से। और आज कोशिश करते हैं कि उस यूनिट को हम फिनिश कर दें। सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू विथ आवर बार ऑपरेशन। एज यू कैन सी on slide it's written topic bar operation and the final part. So let's start, but before starting let us see what we are going to cover today. हमारे बचे हुए जो इसके पार्ट्स हैं वो क्या हैं एंड हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कवर व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू कवर. लेट अस सी them one by one. So today we are going to cover first thing in the bar operation. It is called as factors affecting bar operations. So once we finish that, then we will move to our next heading again from the bar, which is Leaker laws. So once we are through the factors affecting the bar operations, then we will go to the next slide, which will cover about the Leaker laws. We will discuss what are the Leaker laws, and finally the third part from the same segment is liquor licenses. So after liquor laws we will try to cover about the liquor licenses. What are the license that are required for operating any bar or any outlet which especially sells alcoholic beverages? We are going to have a look on that also. So these are the three things that we are going to cover in today's session. I repeat once again, factors affecting bar operations, that is number one. Second, liquor laws, and number three would be liquor licenses. So let's start uh, learning about them one by one. So we'll start with our first step, that is factors affecting the bar operations. So here we go. Well, as you can see on your screen, it's written these are the various factors that affect the bar operations. There are many more after this. Still, yes, this is the only halfway what you can see right now on your screen. So let's start discussing about them one by one. These are the factors are put in the sequence as per their weightage. So let's have a look how these factors are going to affect your bar operations, and which are the factors. As you can see on your screen, factor number one is type of bar. Over here, from the type of bar, we mean to indicate that the sale of your bar depends on its nature, on its variety. For example, you have to first decide what kind of bar you are going to open. Is it going to be a normal bar which offers various types of alcoholic beverages, or it is going to be a beer bar, or is it is going to be a cocktail lounge, or is it going to be a nightclub, or is it going to be a discotheque, or is it going to be a biker's bar or sports bar? So you have to choose the type of bar very carefully, because only the type of bar will determine your client. To make it more simple, we can take example of nightclub or discotheque. Suppose we start up with a bar which is a nightclub, then there are very less chance that we can encourage old age people to visit our bar. because nightclub or discotheque, such kind of bars are very popular among youths. Second drawback is that it does not operate in morning or afternoon session. These kind of bars, whether it is nightclub or discotheque, these are specially operational in the evening. So we have to choose our type of bar only after thorough study and wisely, right? Next we move to the second factor which affects our bar operation, that is the location. Once we have decided what type of bar we are going to open as per our budget and as per our interest, then we search for location. Location also plays very important role in bar operations. This we can understand with a very simple example. Like if we open our bar near school, or say near to some educational area, institutional area, then we cannot target our client, you see, because school going students are, there are very less chances that those students will try to visit our bar. Second thing is there is age problem also, we cannot sell liquor to minors. So if we will not choose our location wisely after conducting thorough research, then it is not going to give us profit. Hence, on the basis of this example, we can say that location plays very important role in determining the strength of our business. Hope this is also clear, quite simple. Now let us move to the third factor which affects our bar operation. The third factor is client. As we discussed in our previous example of type of bar, that if we open a nightclub, then there is very less chance, there is hardly chance that old people will visit our nightclub or discotheque. So if we target only a particular generation or a particular crowd, particular client, then obviously our revenue is going to depend on them, and which can result in loss to our business. So choosing the client or targeting the client is also very important factor in bar operations. Next factor is staff. Definitely staff also plays a very vital role in bar operations, because the way they interact with the customers, the way they sell the product, the way they present themselves, it all carries the image of the organization. If they are properly trained, then of course they are going to boost up the business by adding value to the service, by going after suggestive selling and upselling, like that. Comparatively, if your staff is not trained or staff is not educated or it is not skilled properly, and they are inexperienced, then you can imagine everything is going to go in wrong direction, everything is going to go in opposite direction, what we discussed. So this way staff also plays a vital role in bar operations. Next factor, most of the people they generally ignore this factor, but This is also one of the very important factors that affects not only bar operations but any kind of operation, whether it is related to food and beverage or anything else. And that particular factor is the equipments. Consider your bar which has no equipments, no modern equipments, or very poor equipments which are difficult to handle. If your cutlery and crockeries are not well designed, not well furnished, not well attractive, then you will lose your clients directly or indirectly, because your equipments also reflect the standard of your organization, and they are also related to the health. Suppose you are providing plastic cutlery and crockery, then the hygienic standard is very difficult to maintain. So in these cases, if guest suffers or staff suffers due to some issues occurring because of the uh, poor equipments, then it is going to lead loss to the organization. That is why equipments choosing, uh, the equipment also plays very important role in the bar operations. So one has to choose the equipments very wisely. And again, the selection of equipment is also related to the type of your establishment. Now let us see what are the other factors that do affect the bar operation. So again, the list is here on the next page. We'll start with point number 6, liquor variations and brands. Yes, liquor variations and brands also affect your operations. How? Suppose you offer only one or two variations. Suppose you offer beer and you offer only Kingfisher and Foster's, but there are some people who would like to go for Castle Lager or San Miguel, but since that is not available in your organization, then there is hardly chance that they will stay at your premises and they will consume any other brand. So by this example we can say liquor variation and brands also play an effective role in bar operations. Next is your wine and cocktail list. In short, we can say the alcoholic menu, because by seeing the list one can easily guess the standard of your organization. More number of drinks, more varieties in wine, more varieties in spirits, more varieties in cocktail, more varieties in other mixed drinks, it indicates that your organization is very professional and it actually takes care of the client. Whereas poorly designed wine or cocktail list, or a wine and cocktail list that offers very little variation, is not going to hold your customer for long. This will lead dissatisfaction among the customers and they are not going to return back or come back. This will again lead to the loss to the organization. Beside it, technology also plays vital role nowadays, because every individual, every guest wants quick service, and if you are not entertaining technology at your place, for example mechanical generation of KOT and all that, and mechanical generation of bill, these small things are really time saving things. If you are still engaged with manual KOTs, manual billing system, it takes lots of time. Even after finishing the drink or finishing the meal, guest has to wait approximately for 15-20 minutes for the clearance of bill. This nowadays, this is again a reason. Guest can be unhappy, guest can be depressed, guest can be not satisfied, because this was the old technique which was followed uh, 2 decades back. Now the things are changed, things are moving with great pace. So to cope up with that pace, introduction of technology at one's organization is highly expected, failing to which can lead to dissatisfaction in the customer, resulting loss to the business. Next factor, this is very important factor again, which affects your bar operation. It is the transport facility. Imagine a beautiful place you want to visit, but that particular place is not accessible or not connected very well to the transport. Then there is very less chance that even though you like that place, but you will visit it quite often. So the same thing applies to your organization also. If your location is at such a place which is not easily accessible by any mean of transport, then obviously you will have very less customer at your organization, and less customer means less business, and less business means less revenue, which is directly or indirectly a loss. Finally, last but not the least, the marketing factor. Your bar operation will also get affected by the way you market yourself, by the way you market your organization. Try to make use of social media, try to make use of hoardings, banners, posters, and other branding tools. Use other branding tools also to promote your organization and to promote your business. If you are using the marketing tools in proper way, you will get lots of customer, and this will boost up your sale, this will lead to profit to your organization. So right from 1 to 10, these were the factors which affect the bar operations, and this can affect very badly if not controlled. So one has to take care of all these factors to run the bar operation successfully. Hope up till this we are very clear. So here we finish up with our step number 1, or the heading number 1 for the day, which was factors affecting bar operation. Now let's move to the second point, which is the liquor laws. Before starting the liquor laws, the rules and regulations about the liquor in India, I would like to request you to note down one thing, that the liquor law, there are several laws which vary from state to state. Similarly, the liquor law in India also varies from state to state. So this thing must be noted down. Clear? So let's start with the liquor laws. The liquor law, the first liquor law of India says that a person having age of 21 years or above only can obtain liquor license in India. So if you are below 21, you cannot apply, neither you can apply nor you can obtain the liquor license in India. However, as I said, it also differs in certain states. Over here I have mentioned the case of Delhi, where the age for obtaining the liquor license is 25. Okay, so excluding Delhi, in other states or in most of the states it is 21, but in Delhi it is 25. Second law, liquor is banned in some states. Amazing, no? That some states are so free to sell liquor, whereas some states they ban this liquor. So let us discuss what are the states which ban the liquors. Gujarat, you cannot sell liquor. Bihar, you cannot sell the liquor. Manipur, you cannot sell the liquor. Nagaland, you cannot sell the liquor. And Union Territory of Lakshadweep, you cannot sell the liquor. So these are the states where liquor is absolutely banned. I repeat once again: Gujarat, Bihar, Manipur, Nagaland, and Union Territory of Lakshadweep are these states where you cannot sell, neither you can consume any kind of liquor. Let us move to next law. Yes. The next law says that the subject of alcohol is included in 7th schedule of Constitution of India, therefore it differs from state to state. So alcohol was included in 7th schedule of Constitution of India, that is why it differs from state to state. Let us see the next one. The next law. Under Article 47, the Constitution of India clearly gives direction to the states to improve public health and prohibits the intoxicated drinks and drugs which are injurious to health. It means that our government gives permission of sale and consumption of alcohol because of health reason. The logic behind that is it is considered as a certain amount of alcohol is considered as good for health, and it totally bans the drinks which are intoxicated and drugs which are injurious to health. So these are the liquor laws which we must know, and these are the liquor laws that you should be able to understand and you should be able to write in the exams if asked. Hope it is clear, there is no difficulty at all in this. Now let's move to our final step, final point of this session, and it is the liquor license. So let us learn about the liquor license. As I said, rules and regulations related to liquor differs from state to state, so as the license. So here are some examples of liquor license which are basically written in code. These are the license. You can easily know more about them on the excise department's website of any state government. So L1 is a type of license that is required to open any outlet that sells alcoholic beverages. The next in order comes L3, L5, L6, L19, L49, L7, L9, L10, FLM3, FL3A, BW, FL, 2W, etc. are the certain examples of liquor license that one must obtain in order to sell the alcoholic drink. This FLM is basically associated with refilling of bottles. I mean the bottle capacity per day you can sell. So it is related something to that. FL3A is related with wine, selling of wine. So all the this L1, L3, it has got different meanings. So it is not necessary that you will purchase all this license. Suppose you are going to sell only wine, so you need FL3A, FL5E, FL3 type of license. If you are dealing with beer and all, so you will need FLM. If you are selling wine and beer both, then you require FL, FLM, B, WFL, etc. All those kind of license. So what I recommend you is to once visit the website of Excise Department of Uttarakhand state to know more about these liquor license. So it is slightly difficult, it is slightly tough to remember, but my suggestion is that you should visit that particular site to know more about the liquor license, because it is very difficult to conclude and include these many license in a video or in a lecture of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So my strong recommendation is that visit the website of Excise Department, Uttarakhand government. You will come to know you will come to know about many other license that are required to operate a bar or wine shop or tavan, because the category of license also depend upon the category of outlet you are going to operate. So you will come to know about all those once you visit the website of Excise Department. Hope you learn, and hope you have no doubt. So in case if you have any doubt, please write on WhatsApp. Your queries will be answered. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, but yes, study hard.